Alright, we are back. Some more Sword Art Online Unleashed Blading, and today we're going to be doing a couple things. One, the main reason we're going to be doing this is to talk about whether you should be summoning for Eydis when she comes out tonight, and how good she is. So we're going to be doing that, as well as we're going to be doing the 110 Scout banner, to see if I can actually pull some 4 stars, because that banner has been out for like the last month, and I've only pulled like 1 or 2 4 stars from that banner, so hopefully I can redeem myself today. But first, let's go check out the info we got on Eydis here. I will be making a video on the season pass, whether you should buy the premium as well, when that comes out tonight. Yep, with the banner. So I'll make that video as well. But here we got wrapped in sweet scents Eydis. She is non-limited, like I said she was going to be. So that means basically she's going to be on every banner moving forward. So that's going to be playing like a main role into whether you want to summon or not. And honestly, at this point, seeing how many limited edition characters we get, I would say, in my personal opinion, that if you don't spend money in this game, you don't really care about getting every character, that you should just be focused on saving up all your keeps for limited edition characters, since these ones always come back on every banner, and limited edition characters don't. We've only seen them come back once, but that was like a paid banner. You had to pay real actual money to be able to summon on that banner. So in terms of when they're gonna come back for free, who knows? No one really knows. It's Bandai. So let's go into her stats. And right away I see that her speed is actually one of the highest we've seen in a very long time. I think the highest we've seen from like the couple units we've seen come out in the last few months was 318. And she has 322. She's fast. But because of that, she does take a couple hits on her other stats, mainly on her crits. 612. That's one of the lowest stats for crits I've seen, but she does recover from that in her abilities. We'll talk about that in a bit. Her magic attack is not that bad, you know, a little bit off from 2400, so she's gonna be doing some damage, and her HP is basically average. 6480 is basically around average. So aside from that, the crit is where she got hit the most. But because of that, down here, he's an enhanced mode character with assault and break. Her enhanced mode raises critical damage of all allies by 10%, max up 30% for 2 turns, and raises the RF field for earth elements plus 1. And then down here, as we go down, we got the basically enhanced stone grave for break, which is a magic attack strong on a single enemy, lowers enemies incarnate break by 50% for 2 turns, which is a good ability to have. That's definitely is a really good ability to have. And then the second part raises critical damage of all allies by 10% for 2 turns, and incarnate breaks by 75%. So that's a good break to have. Her assault is a magic attack strong on a single enemy, and raises critical damage of all allies by 10% for 2 turns. Then her incarnate is vigil together with you. Enhanced mode incarnate magic attack on a single enemy, raises critical damage of all allies by 10% for 2 turns. So she's gonna be basically the critical buffer for the team. But like I said, if you don't want to summon for her, oh, also her they rarely do this, but on her Imaginarium dupes, it does reduce the MP required by 5%, which is basically normal for enhanced mode characters. And then it also increases magic attack by 6% for the first 2 turns when you're fighting a water element enemy. So if you get all dupes for her, you're gonna basically get an extra 24% magic attack at the start of turn. Which, I mean, if you pull 1 of her right now, when she comes out, you can exchange for 2 of her in the exchange shop, and then you can get the free one from doing the events. So you're basically already there with 3 dupes. So she's gonna be very strong. Special partner is Alice, and then her leader skill is pretty good, 25% incarnate at start turn, max of 125%. And of course, you got some new mechanics, incarnate combo and break stacks. So she's gonna basically be the critical damage buffer for the team. And there's only 4 other characters that can raise critical damage, in case you don't want to summon for her. And we can actually go check them out real quick. So one of them is actually one which I don't think a lot of people will have. And I'm talking about the Unital Ring Xenon. And basically, she's one of the best supports you can have for this team. However, like I said, she's limited edition, so I don't know if a lot of people will have her. But down here in her hand skill, it raises attack of all allies by 15%, raises critical damage by 15%, and raises physical res by 20%, all for 3 turns. That is a really good ability to have. But like I said, she's limited edition, so I don't know if a lot of people will have her. So your second best bet will either have to be this Asuna, which you would basically already have because on the team as a main character, because she has the charge gel and raises critical damage right there as well. And then on her incarnate, she raises critical damage. But the issue is that only on her incarnate and on her enhanced skill. So you're not gonna be getting that buff every other turn like with Eydis, where she just attacks once and you're gonna get it right away. But if you want a character like that, then the closest thing you can get to her is actually EX Asuna here, who did, by the way, get an Imaginarium buff during the celebration. So she's gonna be hitting stronger than what she was doing before. But if you go over here on her assault, she raises critical damage of all allies by 20% for 2 turns. So if you don't want to summon for Eydis, you can actually replace her with Asuna here, which again, she's pretty old, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people might have her. And with the EX abilities, it makes her like a brand new unit. So I know there's a lot of people that don't know what EX characters are, because I've been asked this question multiple times. So I will be making a video on what they are and how to get them to basically fully EX in the next coming days, because we have a lot. We got the Eydis banner, we got the season pass, we got the new events, so that's gonna be coming out sometime like around Wednesday or Thursday. The fourth and last character that raises critical damage on this team is going to be Xenon, which if I can see where she is right here. But the issue with this Xenon is that she's pretty old now, so she's not going to be the best choice. But she will still be an option for people out there who want to raise critical damage for her team. So she also does it on her assault. So yeah, the best option if you don't want to summon for Eydis, which is fine, because like I said, she's going to be on every banner moving forward, is EX Asuna, or just the other Asuna from the Moon Cradle arc, as well as you know, Xenon there from the Unital Ring. But like I said, she's limited edition. I don't know if people have her or not. So yeah, that's so do I suggest people summoning for Eydis? At the end of the day, it's up to you, up to all of you who are playing the game. I would say give it a try. Try the first multi, and if you don't get her, that's fine. Just do the events, get her a free Imaginarium, and then later on when you pull her from like a random free multi like this, or it's a random character banner that you're summoning for, you're gonna have her basically ready to go for your team. So hopefully we can get some luck here. I want to get some EX characters I don't have, because they did announce, you know, during the live stream that they're going to release 7 new ones. But aside from that, they actually hid that they're going to release 2 extra ones. I believe that's what I don't even know like if that's what it means. But in the news, if you actually read it, and the information for like the player appreciation celebration, and you go all the way to the bottom, it actually shows for Koli, the non-elemental one, as well as Ordinal Scale Sugaha there, and then it talks about like EX characters. So it's very questioning whether they're actually going to come out as EX characters or not. But if they do, that might be a hint that the next couple characters in the future might be Ordinal Scale or Integrity Knight related. They're basically Underworld related. I mean, it would make sense to release a new Berkoli with Dusselbert. But like I said, this game, they like Ordinal Scale as well, and I do see an Ordinal Scale celebration really soon. they can do a lot still with like anything. I mean, the options that they have for this game is basically unlimited. They pull stuff from like Progressive, Moon Cradle, Underworld. They can still go back to like GGO, Aincrad, ALO. They got so many options, so it's really up to them. But yeah, you know what? Let me know down below if you're gonna be summoning for Eydis, or if you're like, you know what? Let me just wait until see what the next banner is. Cause I don't. Right now I'm questioning like whether the next character would be Alice, the one they showed off, because they showed off a like not yet ready art. So that's like question like, you know, will she be coming out in the next week, or are we actually gonna get like Dusselberg? Which would be weird because then we would go back to. I mean, it didn't really show what his element was, but it would be weird to release him and then him be water for Earth. I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting to see what happens. But you know what? Let me know down below. What do you guys think the next character is gonna be? Is it actually gonna be the Alice they showed off, Dusselberg, or just someone brand new that they're hiding away right now that we don't really know nothing about? Oh yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm convinced they lowered the rates on these banners. There is no way I've done. This banner has been out every week for the last month, 2 times. So that means we gotten 8 tries at this banner. And I've only pulled 2 4-stars. You know what? Let me know down below as well. Have you gotten a lot of 4-stars from this banner? Because I just got demolished. Let's just do this final single luck out here. But that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. So, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Go on there, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, be ready because we're gonna be summoning for Eydis. I'll try to release their summons right away so that I can have like enough time to make the season pass video, and then probably like a gameplay video with her. Because there's so many characters. Like I said, once they release the EX characters as well, like I was like, oh okay, we gotta ramp up we gotta use all these. They haven't given out enough keys neither, which I'm like, why? Releasing more and we don't have enough keys? Okay. But that's going to be it. If you enjoyed, like you said, you know what to do. And hope you all have a great day. And stay tuned for next video. So I'll catch you all next time.